Hello, it's Kim,
And I'm Denise.
and we are
It's Real.
Join us as we bring the Bible to life.
And discover Jesus in both the Old and New Testament.
Hey, hello, I'm Kim,
And I'm Denise.
and this is
It's Real.
Yes, it is. Ooh, and we're continuing on in Genesis, and today we are in 16.
We are in Genesis 16, verses 1 to 6. Now Sarah, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, and she had an Egyptian maidservant whose name was Hagar. So Sarai said to Abram, "See now, the Lord has restrained me from bearing children. Please go into my maid. Perhaps I shall obtain children by her." And Abram heeded the voice of Sarai. Then Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, and gave her to her husband, Abram, to be his wife, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan. So he went in to Hagar, and she conceived, and when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress became despised in her eyes. Then Sarai said to Abram, "My wrong be upon you. I gave my maid into your embrace, and when she saw that she had conceived, I became despised in her eyes. The Lord judge between you and me." So Abram said to Sarai, "Indeed, your maid is in your hand. Do to her as you please." And when Sarah dealt harshly with her, she fled from her presence. What a mess.
What a big mess.
That did not. I feel sorry for Hagar.
I feel sorry for Hagar. My heart breaks for Sarai. The whole story is
a
so
mess.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my gosh. So, timing is everything. And they were done waiting on the Lord. So they had already been in the promised land for 10 years. So they are like 85 and 75 years old at this point. So, because they were 75 and 65 when they left Earth. So 10 years have passed and there's still no children.
I understand the frustration. I mean, I'm impatient.
Yeah, I can't imagine wanting a child and believing God for it, and then you creep up and you're 65 when you get the promise, and then this has got to happen soon. I mean, was she already in menopause? I mean, would this be a complete miracle if she had the child? I mean, I don't know, how. I mean, things have changed over the years.
Yeah, they lived a lot longer back then.
They lived
so
a lot.
I don't know.
Yes. Like the cycles that women go through, were they quite a bit different back then? I don't know. They could have been, but I don't know. 75. It seems like, I don't. It seems like
I could see why Sarai was like, okay,
yeah,
Father, we're going to find a way to give me a baby.
That's right. You like I believe your promise, but maybe it wasn't to come through my body. Maybe it was, maybe we'll just do this other way. Now, it was common in that culture, like if a child wasn't born, that they could take another wife. So the thing of it is, also in this culture, the marriage was considered cursed if there were no children.
Oh.
And particularly the woman. So that is a heavy burden, because not only are you unable to have a child, which your heart longs for, but everybody in your household, and when I say that, I mean, like, they had a lot of people working with them and for them.
He had 300 servants. They're looking on the family as like,
giving them the side eye, like what's going on? You people are cursed. And, maybe they had a bug out bag by their doors because they knew that they were cursed and they could have to scram at any moment. So, in verse 2, we see that Sarai, she actually credited God for not giving her a child, because it says, "The Lord has restrained me
from bearing."
Yeah, so she kind of blamed God, like.
Yeah, she definitely was blaming Father.
Yes.
And instead of going to Father and inquiring, okay, Father, what is the plan? What's going on? She made a plan for herself.
That's right. She never asked, and she never waited for the answer.
Mm.
She just thought, well, there's only one way to deal with this, obviously.
Right.
So
we're going to do it the way men do it.
That's right. In the way that it's acceptable in this culture.
Yes.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't unreasonable for her to think this way. It wasn't obedient, but it wasn't unreasonable. It wasn't out of the realm of what was happening around her. So she took matters into her own hands. And so there was a couple ways that she could deal with this. She could allow her husband Abram to choose a free woman. Okay. Just go out and meet somebody. Get on the dating app and meet somebody. But that woman would have equal standing with Sarai.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So there would be some conflict. Okay. Or the other way, and this is the way that Sarai chose and Abram chose, is the first wife, Sarai, could give her husband her handmaiden, her slave. Okay, so that woman is considered a concubine.
Okay.
She does not have equal standing, and any children that she bears are considered Sarah's kids.
Yes.
Okay? And basically Hagar, or not in this case because Hagar didn't have any more children, but in this case when a man took a concubine, she was considered, basically, it sounds crude and rude, which it is, a breeder.
Yeah.
Yep. And she couldn't be sold.
Wow.
Yeah. This is an ugly situation for Hagar. Verse 3. So, acting out of impatience and failure to trust God, Abram agreed to do this. Okay? He felt the pressure. Yeah, he was uncomfortable with not having any children either. He was also uncomfortable with waiting on God. So, Sarah's plan seemed reasonable. And he did it. Now, if we remember back, the way that they got Hagar
was in Egypt.
Yeah.
When they went into Egypt, they lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lied, and they didn't trust God that he would provide food for them.
Right.
So they went into Egypt, and they came away with Hagar. That was one of the things that they got. And every time, I mean, this is early relatively early in human history, and it's just early. So these decisions that Abram is making, they are history changing.
Okay.
I mean, this is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is absolutely huge. And
this is huge.
And we feel the effects to this day.
Yes.
And the children of Abraham, they are a mantra for those on the two different sides.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So verse 4. So Abram goes in, and she becomes pregnant. Hagar becomes pregnant. And so it was painfully obvious that this was not Abram's problem. This is Sarah's problem. She didn't
conceive.
Nope.
Yeah.
So this was definitely her problem. So after Hagar gets pregnant, she's like, nanny boo-boo, I have the heir and you don't.
Right.
She started despising and hating on Sarai.
But I could see that kind of like in pride. I got pregnant. What's your problem?
Yes, and also if you consider
especially since her marriage was considered cursed.
That's right.
She didn't have one. So I could see Hagar being kind of a little puffed up in her pride. I could see myself being puffed up in pride, kind of like, yeah, I did it.
That's right. And also when you consider where Hagar was in the hierarchy, she's nothing. She's a slave.
She's a slave. But
she can do this thing that Sarai can't, and this is what the two of them really want.
Yes.
So perhaps she saw that her life was beginning to look up. So verse 5. Sarai lays this completely at the feet of Abram. She's like, this is your fault. and we're gonna let God judge between me and you. But in her mind, she's like, "This is all your fault, buddy."
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well,
She's not taking any accountability or responsibility for encouraging her husband.
I know. I mean, he could have said no, but she could have not offered the alternative.
Exactly.
So they're both at fault. So Abram's pretty dismissive. He's not like, "Oh, baby, I am so sorry. I still love you the same." Yeah, I mean, no condoling words. He's like,
"Do with her what you will. She's your slave." And
that's right.
He just kind of dismisses her. And when he does that, I feel her hurt. Like, you're not going to comfort me. You're not going to come to me. You're not going to reassure me. You're not giving me any of my emotional needs being met. You're just dismissing.
That's right. And not only that, it's completely degrading to Hagar. Because he's like, "Hey, do whatever you want to her." Yeah. And it's like, if you want to...
It doesn't say what she did, but whatever she did...
It was not great. So here we are. Sarai is not protected in the relationship, and Hagar is completely...
Unprotected
and thrown to the curb.
Yeah.
Which, this is not going to work out well for any of them.
No. So Sarai dealt harshly with her, and Hagar left.
Yeah. I don't blame her.
I don't blame her either.
I'll take that boy and go.
I'm out of here.
That's right.
And that is chapter 16, the first of 16. We'll continue on in the second half of 16 next week.
Oh, and if you're wondering about Kim's hair, it's lovely, but it's flying in the wind. So we got a couple of menopausal women here, like breaking out in sweat. So we needed a fan. We needed a fan today. All right. We will see you next time.
You'll have a blessed week.
Bye-bye.
If you want to know if it's real, then
admit you're a sinner. Romans 3:10. As it is written, there is none righteous, no, not one.
And as it is written in Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God.
Believe that Jesus is Lord. Romans 10:9-10.
Because if you confess with your mouth that the Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And
call upon the name of the Lord. Romans 10:13. For whoever calls in the name of the Lord shall be saved. If you enjoyed this episode,
like, subscribe, and share.
you can contact us at
Contact@gmail.com.